Hey y'all, good to see you again here on Grassroots Gardening. I'm Ryan, and on this rainy, dreary Friday, we got something really cool to show you. So I'm walking down, obviously beside the nursery, just got here, and Ethan, the pond dude, has finished or gotten really close to finishing our new creek that I showed you guys the other day. So I think we're gonna actually turn this thing on. Hopefully we'll be able to see it run. And he's made me promise that I wouldn't come over here for the past couple of days, because he kind of wanted to get it buttoned up, get it looking good, and I think we're there now. So let's go check him out and see where they're at on this amazing creek that we're putting in our Japanese garden area. Pond dude, the pond dude, I'm ready to see it, buddy. How are you?
Good.
Dang, doing great, man. Good to see you. So this is Ethan Hammond.
Hey guys.
Who we've named the pond dude.
Absolutely.
And he is the owner of Amy and Corner Ponds. And the rest of the crew are there. What's up, fellas? Y'all got her buttoned up, huh?
We're getting there.
Oh man, this looks so cool. We got the ground all leveled out. So we walked down here the other day and did just a little brief tour of it, but of course you still had dirt piles everywhere, and it wasn't this far along. But this is looking awesome, man. Are we gonna turn it on today?
Yeah, we're plugging it right now if you want to see it.
Heck yeah, I want to see it.
All right, Tim, you want to plug them in?
All right, pond dude.
Come on over here,
All
because
right, I'm following you.
This is the piece of resistance right here. Got the bridge. You'll see our first falls. You ready, Tim?
This is the moment I've been waiting for, man. So we've got two pumps in this thing, right, Ethan?
Yep. Total of about, by the time you figure up head pressure, probably about 16,000 gallons an hour.
Man.
And you're about to see it right now.
Golly. Oh yeah, there it comes right there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, there she is. 16,000 gallons an hour?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, it's just starting.
That is so cool, man. And that rock bridge, that is amazing. Look at all that water. We're going to have to put us some rainbow trout.
Hey, if we got another couple inches, you probably for sure could.
Have to gather them at the end of the day.
Yeah, put them back.
Dave, how are you, buddy?
Good.
Got your frog togs on today?
Yeah, for a minute.
Yeah, it's kind of a dreary Friday for sure, but this is definitely gonna brighten the day up. Now it's coming under the rock bridge. That's a buttload of water, man.
Oh yeah.
That's so amazing. And so I was telling the guys the other day too, Ethan, that how we're gonna plant up there at the head of it.
Yep.
And to kind of disguise that, as well as down here at this end to disguise that, so it looks like the point of origin just comes out of the woods, and then obviously it just kind of fades into, a natural wood.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wood setting.
This one actually here was a little bit of a surprise for me. This one turned out to be probably one of the most natural falls we've ever built.
Yeah,
if you guys go and look in nature and you guys see, this will look exactly like, so what we do is we have a really wide berth of a spillway, and it just kind of spills evenly. It's not perfect, it's not like a sheet falls.
Right.
It just kind of kicks off in different ways. And when we get the full amount of the water flowing through here, you'll see this is just a beautiful falls.
Oh yeah. And so I was telling them too, Ethan, you wouldn't let me come down here for a couple of days, so I haven't. I even when I drove by right over there, I would look away. I didn't even look.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Direction.
Yeah, I wanted you to see this with me for the first time running, so.
Oh, and listen to that. Oh, that sounds so peaceful. I see what you mean, though. It's not just one.
Yeah, it's not a sheet.
And you don't see that in nature, very rarely anyway.
No.
It's
Which, again, it's one thing if it's like a backyard koi pond and you got one waterfall and you're looking for a sheet falls. But we've got so many falls in this that this one just turned out like just absolutely natural looking. You can see that. Falls in there. Gives off a really nice sound. Turned out super cool.
That's amazing. Very natural. Let's walk up. You want to walk up to the head? And then
let's head over here because we just ended up doing something I think you're going to love.
All right, show me.
We pulled this guy. It came from the property here.
Okay.
It was in the waste pile. And it's got all these really cool knots that we're going to be able to plant some actual land plants in. And it'll blend right with, we've got water in here that's just right there. So it'll be perfect for our bog.
The pitcher plant.
Yeah, so that'll just kind of blend in. People can sit on this thing as they're watching the stream.
Yeah.
But these knots in here, like look at the swirls in this thing. It's like super cool.
That is neat.
So we just got that thing in. It blends really nicely with our log here.
I agree.
We'll put another bigger stone on the other side to kind of cap that off, but it's little details like that that just make me excited. It really do.
I totally agree.
So
but
yeah.
Put another little rock right here?
Yeah, we're gonna end up doing kind of a slab piece that kind of comes off in here, kind of juts out, and then we're gonna beach out the rest of it.
Nice.
So
That
different edge
will
treatments.
Add a lot.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
and it's free.
And it's free, right?
Yeah. I like free.
So up here we got our pathway across.
A little pea gravel.
Yep, we got a step on the other side to get us up to the higher ground. So that'll it's a nice smooth transition walk over here, get to the other side. Allows it to be really interactive. And all we did with this is we just made sure it was about 4 inches above our water level here.
Yeah.
And it turned out absolutely amazing. Another cool stone that we put in here is this guy. If you can see, the water kind of goes up under there and carves way up in there. So what we were doing is we were setting this stone in, and it kept falling on us because it was kind of tipped funny. But we like to have these nice flat surfaces up top. So we wedged underneath, and at first we were like, wow, that kind of looks cheesy, you know, all the way up underneath there being bare. But once we shot our water level, we realized that that's right where the water is going to be kind of going up.
Perfect.
And it turned out super cool. Like if you're standing down there, it looks like the water's just kind of coming out from underneath that
like
rock.
it just, over the years, just carved it right out.
Absolutely.
Great idea, man.
So the other thing that we wanted to do is make sure that when you've got this much water in nature, it's kind of going to carve out an area, right?
Yeah.
So we wanted to open it up a little bit and then squeeze it back to our normal size of the stream right there at the falls, so it really looked like it carved it out over time. And just little things like that makes it feel more natural when you're looking at it with your eyes.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have thought about that, but in nature, I mean, that's exactly what happens. Where all that water just dumps in, it always pulls up a little bit, and all that turbulence has carved out, you know, rock or whatever over time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, here, go across the stream.
You found a fossil?
Oh, it's probably the coolest thing.
Oh, no way.
It looks kind of like oak, you can feel it, and I'm pretty sure it's a fossilized log of some sort over time.
What?
But it is so cool. We actually set the rock here. We've been working around it for like 3 days, and I think John was like, does that look like a log sticking out there? I mean, if you look behind you, it looks very similar to those trees right there that's just kind of nestled in. So, I mean, pretty cool to have that in there like that, and I mean, it looks super neat.
I have not paid any attention to that, but that's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
And you can see the bark.
Yep.
And everything.
It's real smooth too. Like if you feel it, it's smooth. It's not rock-like.
Wow.
So, and it's got a line. You can see where the rock is blended with the branch over time, basically.
Wow, that's something special there, man.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That is amazing.
So.
That's going to be a focal point for sure, you know, as folks come down here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a lot of people are going to spot that. I mean, it would have taken me a little while to, you know, say, hey, that's something different.
Yeah, yeah.
That's incredible.
It's pretty cool looking.
Good find, man. All right, so our water's coming out up here, and this is the biofalls.
This is kind of a custom spillway, you would say.
Okay.
So a biofalls would be more of what you would put in a pond. You need an actual filter.
Right.
For the stream, we don't necessarily need to filter the water. Okay. We just need a welling up point. So what we've got is we've got aqua blocks up here.
Okay.
And our pipes are dropping the water into those aqua blocks, and so it's welling up, creating just kind of looks like an extension of the creek or even maybe a spring area.
Yeah, it looks like a spring.
So, and we've got tons of little pockets in here for bog plants and aquatic plants.
That's gonna be great.
Again, our water level is like just beneath the rock surface here. So it's absolutely perfect.
Oh yeah.
You see some of that water in there.
Yep, that's what you want,
So,
you know, 4 to 6 inches.
Yeah, yeah.
Of depth, because a lot of the bog plants don't like to be, they're bog plants, so they don't like to be completely submerged.
Yeah, they just want their roots just barely in some water, So yeah, and then we'll be working with Dave and planting this all up. So this is just a really natural, kind of looks like it's coming out of the mountains.
I've already got some ideas of plants and trees that I want to put up here.
Yeah, I think we're all excited to see like greenery get in, and
yeah.
Dave's been talking about it for days.
That's when it'll come together. But I mean, this literally, and I've said it before, but it looks like you went up into the mountains and picked this thing up and set it right here in this property, and that's just amazing.
Yeah,
It really, really is.
I'm in love with how it turned out. I really am.
This is really going to be, you know, one of the main focal points of Grassroots Nursery is this water feature. And once we get this whole Japanese garden area planted and built,
yeah,
it's going to be something else.
Yeah,
man.
I'm telling you, when I plugged it in and we saw things for the first time, I was like a giddy little boy. Like,
this is like Christmas for me.
Yeah.
I mean, this is it's absolutely amazing. There aren't enough words to describe how beautiful this thing is, and that noise, you know, just the noise of the running water just does something and soothes you. You know, it just calms you right down. It's relaxing.
And because of the length and the depth of the stream itself, and especially when we get plants in here, the different falls all create a different sound. So as you're walking, we can do that, but you can hear the different styles of falls throughout the whole entire thing.
And that might help give, you know, some of your customers too a better idea of how much noise they want, you know, whether they want a deeper tone or if they want it to be a little more quiet. Yeah, let's walk it. Let's go check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. So of course we're starting our outcropping work in there so that we can build that up in the middle.
Now explain to me your outcropping. Like, what really is an outcropping?
So an outcropping boulder is kind of everything on the outside of the actual stream.
Okay.
Like basically when we finish up the actual stream, we do all that first, and then we start to come back and we start to drop in outcropping boulders.
I see.
Another example would be right up here by the bridge. As you can see, we got this massive stone and we got the bridge, but if we were just to do that, that wouldn't look quite right.
Gotcha.
So dropping in some of these outcropping ones,
I see,
gives that a little better feel, especially
it ties it into the landscape.
Yep, especially as plants start to kind of grow in some of those cracks.
Yeah.
It'll blend and look like it's, again, been here for a million years.
Forever.
So.
Okay, I got you. That one, you know, especially.
Yeah. And that one allows us to build that soil up behind it and get to our Jap maple.
For Big Mama.
Yep.
So try to get her in the ground today?
I'd love to if you got time.
I got the time.
We kind of waited to start digging a hole or do anything until you got here. So, but we'll head down to this next falls.
Okay.
Just a real soft falls, only probably about 6 inches, 8 inches at the most. Really neat.
I like the sound of that one.
Yeah, just real subtle.
It's deep and kind of gurgly.
And what that is that's actually, it's the same amount of gallons per hour from up top, but it's a lower falls, and it's also spilling into a pretty deep pool. Okay. We've got probably a 6-inch pool of water in this section, which we wanted to mix that up and blend that with shallower pools and deeper pools. So the other cool thing about this one is we've actually left a little bit of a gap underneath this guy.
Okay.
And it just kind of kicks out here, and we see just a little bit of spillway kind of right in the corner. That way a section of that rock isn't dry. It makes it pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. So you can control the, you know, the sound of the fall by the depth of the pool that it falls into, and then obviously to how wide you make your spillway.
Yeah, because if we tighten that down, we could end up tightening it down like up top to like 12 inches, and it would really get thick and gurgly and create a lot more noise. So
I like that one.
We mixed it up really nicely.
Yeah, y'all did. And so this was the deeper section.
Yep.
And I showed in the previous video how you did that by putting your, do those have a name, or are they just?
Those would just kind of be our spillway stones. So basically at the end of every section of stream or waterfall you're going to have your spillway. That's where your water is spilling over.
Yeah.
And depending on the height of that, again, depends on the height of the pool behind it and the height of the falls.
Gotcha.
So what we've got over here is just a real soft, it just kind of picks up speed. This area here is actually going to stay dry. It's actually collected some leaves from the fall here. But check out this. See how it kind of swirls in here?
Swirl in it.
So, which is, I mean, that's exactly what that is. That's a smoothed out area from like water washing in it. I mean, same with this guy. It's just got all these little ripples in it from just creating water from that. So
just look at that texture.
Oh, I know.
And leaving dry points makes it look really natural too, because you see that in creeks all the time.
Yep, you're going to
Water's not
see these little things, and it helped us create really natural look because it speeds up the water here, so we got a lot of water movement as it's going into our land bridge, and it just looks like it's disappearing. So
that's what I've been waiting to see right there.
Yeah.
Look how that water really picks up some speed.
Oh, it's going through there. So actually, originally, like, all this is blocked off and we wouldn't see any of these falls. We still created some down here. We've got some different ideas to probably bounce off you too. So we'll see. But check out this falls coming out of the pipe on the other side. We've got this one, and this one's really cool.
Oh, I love that. It's got like a perfect little channel.
Yeah, it's perfect. So John and the guys actually set this one day. I wasn't here. They set this one, and it's got these little notches, and literally the water just plays up in it, and it looks like it's carved that out over tons of years.
Great job, guys. That looks awesome. That's really cool, and that's a deep sounding.
Yeah. So this is a very deep pool because at the bottom we wanted visually, as it was kind of disappearing from your view because of our plant screening here.
Right.
We wanted it to have a good amount of water coming through here and then disappearing. So, and actually at the bottom, even in our basin, we haven't done anything with this. This is actually a really cool falls.
It is cool. That actually looks amazing.
So we've got still
man.
foam work to do. You can see some water getting in behind there. So that'll actually be thicker in there once we finish up all that detail work.
That is a bunch of water, dude.
That's a cool falls. It really is. So
that's awesome how that turned out, man. But I gotta tell you what, I am beyond impressed. And this is just, it's phenomenal.
It really turned out cool.
It really is, man.
So,
golly, thank y'all so much. This is a lot of work. I mean, you've got a good many hours down here, a lot of sore backs from picking up all these rocks. This is a ton of work, but y'all pulled it off. It's extraordinary, and I can't thank you enough, man. And it's really going to help make our nursery be a destination and help Amen Corner Ponds, help homeowners have something this spectacular in their own backyard.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Thank you for allowing us to do a project like this here.
Absolutely.
Like, you don't get to do many projects like this in your lifetime. So, I mean, this has been kind of our baby for the last month and a half. We've just been out here, and I mean, just falling in love with the feature as we go along. So
well, you guys have killed it. And then our buddy Dave, when we get to doing our planting,
I can't wait.
Up through there, it's going to really, it's just really going to tie everything together and be absolutely amazing. So hey, thanks, buddy. High five. You killed it.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Those guys worked a ton.
Yes, they did.
Tim, John, Dion, all of them. I mean, just a ton on this feature.
Group effort.
It really was. It was. So,
well, awesome job, man. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.